Hi everyone, I'm Michael from AITechWealth.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use AI automation tools to help you market and promote your business for more leads, customers, and revenue. Here, I'm going to be using HighLevel. It's a suite of automation tools that lets you do everything from create websites, sales funnels, email marketing, workflow automation, social media management, appointment bookings, reputation management, and a lot of other stuff. So let's get started.
So first to start out, we're going to set up our account. So we'll create a password here. And we'll click continue. Then it's going to ask you to verify your email and phone number, so we'll just go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to fast forward here. Now it's going to ask you how we plan to use HighLevel. You can use it to white label, you can use it if you're an agency, or you can use it for your own business, which is what I'm going to do here. And it's going to ask you if you plan to resell HighLevel. You can say yes or no. I'm just going to keep it as yes for now. Now it's going to ask you for your industry. As you can see, it's broken down by the major categories here. I'm going to click creative. It's going to say how many customers you have. I'm just starting out, so I'm going to say 1 to 3. You can go up to 50 plus. As you can see, we'll just say 1 to 3 for now. And now it's going to ask you what we want to do first. You can set up your calendar, build a funnel, launch a website, engage with social media, build a sales pipeline, run your email campaign. We're going to do launch your website, so we'll click that and say continue. And this is one of the good things I like about HighLevel. It will tailor your interface depending on what platform you've currently been using. So it makes it a little easier to transfer over. So in my case, I'm going to select WordPress. And another thing that's good is that you get a free onboarding call to help you get started out. I'm the kind of person who likes to dive in, so I'm just going to say, take me to my account now. And for each feature that you select, there is a tutorial video that you can watch. We're just going to exit out of that for now. And so now our account is all set up and we're ready to go. Okay, so now we're in our HighLevel dashboard here. And as you can see, you have a Launchpad that gives you a list of steps you can accomplish to create your marketing campaigns. So you can create a funnel, multi-channel communications, drip campaigns, book appointments, sales pipelines. So we're going to go ahead and create our website first. As you can see, you have a tutorial video you can watch if you want. Again, we're just going to click out of that here. So first we'll click on Add New Website. And as you can see, you can create a website from scratch or use one of the templates. For now, we're just going to go the template route. So we'll click that and click Continue. And it says no templates found. So let's click on the category. Okay, there they are. So we'll expand this. So you can see they're broken down by categories here, depending on what industry you're in. Just take a look at these here. Pretty good looking templates. See if I can find one that's easy to use, but trying to find this one looks pretty good. You can click on preview here to take a look at it. Here you can just put your own logo. Yeah, so this looks pretty good. Here we have from blog posts, some other choices. Yeah, I think we'll just select this one. So we'll say choose template. Now HighLevel is adding the template to your account. And okay, now we're in the drag and drop editor here. And this is pretty standard drag and drop website editor. You can customize everything by clicking on it. So for example here, you can click if you want to customize it with your own logo. You want to change your photo. These blocks here, you can just click on these and edit them. So let's go ahead and insert my own photo in here. So click on this, and over on the right, you'll have your settings that you can change. See, for the image, here's the connection here. And this is a photo I've uploaded previously, so I'm going to use that one here. Click on that, and I'm going to say Insert Media. And there you go. It's my photo. And like I say, with these text blocks here, we can just highlight and edit them. Put my business name. Just leave that one here. We'll edit this block here. So highlight it in. Type in for better search engine results. Okay. Scroll down. Again, all these blocks here you can move or edit. Okay, let's go ahead and add our own logo here. Click on that. Okay, so here's your menu here. If you click on that, and you can direct it to go to the page you want. Okay, you can reorder your menu items by clicking and dragging up here on the right. And, oh, that's, okay. That's interesting. Okay. So if you want to get a sub-menu within a menu, you just drag it in a little bit. So we drag that under the home. So now we get a sub-menu here. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'll move that back down. And you can preview it. And you can preview your site as to how it'll look on a mobile device here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Go back to desktop. And up here you have some settings, pages, tracking codes. Okay. Search optimization. Okay, this is where you can set your keywords and header tags for better SEO. Send your author name. Content. Yeah, here's your title and meta descriptions. Okay. Won't do that now. We'll just go back here and let's customize the logo here. So again, we'll go to the right and we'll click on the logo URL. Again, this is an image I've uploaded previously, so I'm going to click and choose that one. And there it is. It's a little bit big. Let's see if we can resize it here. Oops. Okay, get rid of that. Click on that and go to the right and oh, here we go. Okay, here's where you can set your width and height. So we'll let's try 250. Okay, Let's try 350. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, once again, these blocks here you can all customize. For example, your testimonial, you can highlight and edit it like this. Then a graphic down here you can also customize. I won't do that now. So we'll save the page first. And we're actually going to turn autosave on. That's something you probably want to do just in case you don't delete your changes. So we'll turn it on here. So if we want to go to the About page, we can again do the same thing here and customize it. Again, I won't do that right now, but you put your own picture and your own text here. You can edit your contact information. Okay, let's go back to the home page. Now the next thing you want to go over is connect your domain. As you can see, HighLevel gives you a temporary domain here. So if you have your own custom domain, you can click the Connect Domain option. And you can purchase your domain from HighLevel if you don't have one. Or if you already have one at another registrar like GoDaddy or Namecheap, you can connect that here. So my domain is at GoDaddy, so I'll just enter the name here. Click Continue. And it's going to ask you if you want to redirect this. We'll say yes, continue. And it's going to set up your domain here. And it's going to give you a couple of DNS records you need to add at your registrar. So for example, my domain's at GoDaddy, so I would go to my domain name there and set up the DNS. And after we do that, we can go up here and publish our site. And we can preview the site, clicking the upper right icon. And okay, looks pretty good. Okay, the next step we're going to do is another big HighLevel feature. That's creating a sales funnel. So we'll click New Funnel here. And again, you can create a funnel from scratch. You can use the AI builder here, or you can start from a template. Again, we're going to use that method here. Click that, click Continue. And then the process here is very similar to creating your website. Again, the templates here look very much like the websites, only these are single-page templates. This looks good. We'll preview that. And you can customize a video here. That's good. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So we'll click Choose Template. And HighLevel will add the template to our account. And now we're back in our drag and drop editor. Again, very similar to your website creation process. All these blocks here we can customize. So again, we'll go here and customize the logo. Go to the media library and we'll select our custom logo here. Again, we'll resize it. $350, that looks good. So let's go ahead and customize the video here. So click on that. Then over on the right, you can select your video source. We're going to choose YouTube. And here's where you add your URL. So I'll go to my YouTube channel And let's say I want to use this video. So copy the URL here. Go back to HighLevel and paste it in on the right here. And you can see it brings it in. So that's good. Then you can hear these blocks you can customize here. Just highlight and edit them. And say learn the secret to customer satisfaction and more revenue. And again, do the same down here. I won't do that for now. You can also customize your button action over on the right. You can change the label if you want. Type whatever you want here. Again, you can change the appearance. Change the color of the button here. Okay. Again, you can customize the action over here. On the right, you can open up a pop-up and go to a website, download a file, etc. It's good. And up here again is where you would connect your custom domain. Okay, so now we're going to set up our multi-channel communication marketing and connect our email. Again, we'll click out of here. And it's going to give you a little message about your domain. We'll get back to that in a bit. And if we check our settings here, we're going to be using the lead connector email system in HighLevel. We can click up here to see our reply and forward settings, email analytics, risk assessment, bounce classification, and we have some postmaster tools. So we'll go back here to SMTP. And we're going to use our custom domain that we used for our website earlier. But what we're actually going to do is create a subdomain off of that. So we'll click on Add Domain. And as you can see here, it recommends that you use a subdomain with lead connector, which is what we're going to do. So we'll go to Enter Domain Name and we'll create a subdomain here. We'll call it replies dot, and then we'll enter our custom domain here. This looks good. So we'll click Add and Verify. We're going to connect our domain, and you see it's already selected here. So we'll click Continue. Now it's setting up our subdomain here. And again, you're given 5 records that we're going to have to add to our DNS. At our domain register, in my case it's GoDaddy. And again, what you're going to need to do is create a record for each of these and just copy the values in. And once we do that, we'll click Verify Records. And if you need some help, you can watch the help video here. So now that we've set up our email connection, we're going to launch our first email campaign. And the first thing we're going to do is actually create a template. Click on New. And again, you can start with a blank template or use one of the existing marketing templates, which is what we're going to do. Once again, you can scroll down and find one that we like. Again, on the left, we can search by category. Oh, that's interesting. They got Brady and Belichick there. Let's see. Preview this template. Yeah, it looks good. Say choose template, and I'll add the template to our marketing campaign. Now we're back in the drag and drop editor. Once again, you can highlight and just edit these as you want. Again, we'll put in our logo here. Looks good. And again, any of these photos and text you can customize as you like. We'll just save the template for now. Now you can see our template here. Now we'll go back to campaigns. Click Create Campaign. We'll select our template that we just created here. We'll click Send or Schedule. And you can send it right away or set up a schedule. You can batch schedule. There's some other options here. And for our domain, as you can see, it's already selected our subdomain we created. We do have to enter a from email. So we'll create our email address here. We'll say info replies. Again, it's using the subdomain we created earlier. For subject, say don't miss out on this. Something catchy. And you can choose a contact list or a smart list, or you can use segments here. We're just going to send to all contacts. And right now I'm the only contact in the list, so it's going to list me here. So that's fine. Go back down and we have some additional settings. We can track clicks. It's good. We'll enable that. And some other tracking options here. And we'll click Send, and our campaign is launched. And just to take a look, this is the email that I did receive from the campaign. And we'll scroll down here. And it looks good. So that's how you can create an email campaign in HighLevel. So now that we've created all of our individual components, we can take a look at the real power of HighLevel. That's in creating automated campaigns. So let's go ahead and do an automated drip campaign. So we have some templates already set up here. We have an email drip sequence. Click on that. And as you can see, it's already mapped out here. So we can customize it by clicking on the first trigger. And on the right, we'll click Form Submitted. And we'll select the pre-built form that we used earlier. So for example, in our case, when somebody goes into our funnel and submits the form, they'll automatically get entered into the drip sequence. So let's click on the first email they'll receive. And you can customize the name and email fields. Also enter your subject. So we'll say something like, congratulations. And here we can customize the email message. And we'll say something like, congrats and thanks. Thanks for your interest. Here is your free, and this is where you would add a link to your lead magnet. We'll just say guide, and here's where you'd put your link. We'll do that now. We have some additional tracking we can implement. And you can also send a test mail if you like. We'll just say save the action. So now that email will go out, and there'll be a 1-day wait. Then we'll come down to this decision, and depending on whether your lead opens the email or not, we can take a corresponding action. So for example, if they have opened the email, we'll send a second email. Say something like, how's it going? And down here you'd say something like, hope you got a chance to check out the guide or freebie, whichever you've given out as a lead magnet. And we'll give them a little push here. If you want the real secret, check this out. Put in another link here. Save that action. And then we'll wait another day. And then, depending on whether they open that email, we can then once again take appropriate action. So if we go back to the original decision, if they do not open the email, then we'll click and create a different type of response. Tell them something like, I don't want you to miss out. And down here you tell them something like, hey, I know you haven't had a chance to check out our free guide. Say something like, hey, I know you're busy, but really don't want you to miss out on this. And we can save that action. And after that goes out, there'll be another day's wait. And then here what you can do is loop back to the other email in the A track. And you can add more actions if you like. Won't do that now. And when you're done, you can just hit save. You can actually test the workflow out as well. Right now we'll say publish. Save it again. And our workflow has been published. Now, one of the really cool features with HighLevel is the ability to add live chat support or chatbot widgets to your website and funnels. So if you're familiar with, say, ManyChat or ChatFuel, you have to pay extra for those chatbots. And the problem with those are that you also have to, your users have to be connected to Facebook Messenger or Instagram DM somewhere else. But with HighLevel, you can just add the chatbot widgets to your website directly. So let's take a look at that here. We'll go to Sales and Conversions and click on Real-Time Chat. So we'll click the New button. And as you can see, you have a number of options. Voice, Facebook. We're going to go with Live Chat. Down at the lower right, you can see this is how your chat interface will look like. Over on the left, we can edit the style. So we can change the color scheme if you want. Pick the one you want. Go with this one. And further down, you can customize your welcome messages. And you can also select the location of your chatbot interface. Just keep the default. And the chat window option, this is where you can customize the headings and messages. So here we can click name, phone number, and we'll add email as well. So the person can enter their contact info there. Again, you can customize your message. Also have some inactivity time settings. You can enable the chatbot hours. Again, more messages here. Choose your language. And we need to enter a URL here. Okay, so we'll enter our website address. Now we can save. And we can get the chatbot code. This is what you're going to add to your website to get your chat interface to show up. So we copy that. We'll select our website. Edit our home page. And then back up to our settings in the upper left. Click on tracking code. And we'll paste in our chat code. Click save. And we'll republish. And let's go ahead and preview. Now in the bottom lower right corner we have our chat interface. Your user can click on that and they can start a conversation. Real cool. So one more thing I wanted to go over is the high-level pricing and plans. At first glance it does look like HighLevel may be a bit on the expensive side. As you can see, the starter plan is $97 a month. That's good for entrepreneurs or people that have their own businesses. If you have an agency or a consulting business, you're going to do this for a number of other clients, you should go with the unlimited plan, which is $297 a month. Again, it may appear expensive at first. HighLevel has their own comparison chart on their website that we'll take a look at here. It actually breaks down all the functionality you get and what you'd have to pay if you got that separately. So here they've listed sales funnels, website builders, and so forth. They come up with a figure of $1,612 per month that you'd have to pay separately, as opposed to the HighLevel $97 a month. I have my own comparison I like to do. It just focuses on the major features. For example, first the websites and web hosting. For example, we go to Bluehost, depending on what type of site you're going to use. Even if we take the starter plan, which is like $4 a month, renews at $10, but we'll consider it as $4 for now. And then email marketing, go to Aweber. See, the lowest price is like $30 a month. Chatbots, Chat Fuel, again, at least $24 a month. For workflow automation, here's Zapier. Again, at least about $30 a month. And then for sales funnels, You can go for something like ClickFunnels. You're going to pay $97 just for that. So just those components, you're looking at almost twice as much as the HighLevel 97 a month. So you are really getting a lot of value.
So that's a look at the main features within HighLevel. After using it myself, I was pretty impressed. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you want to try out HighLevel for yourself, I've included a link below in the video description. Since it is an affiliate link, and I do receive a commission if you make a purchase, as a thank you, I've included some bonuses if you sign up using it. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.